Hello dear students. In this video I am going to study Natya Veda composed by Bharata Muni, and as you all know that this work was originally in Sanskrit language, and in your syllabus you are suggested to read the translation of it. So we are going to read out the translation of this work. On your screen you can see the text, the translated text, and I am going to explain the text after hereafter every stanza. So the text start with the salutation. With a bow to Pitamaha and Maheshwara, that means Shiva, I shall relate the canons of drama as these were uttered by Brahma. Here in this stanza, I refer to Bharata Muni because this is the work written by Bharata Muni, and he is telling some of the sages how did the Natya Veda originate. Sages question. Once in the days of yore, means long before time, high-souled sages such as Atreya, one of the remarkable, one of the important sage that in that as at that time was Atreya, and he with along with his sages came to Bharata Muni, and others who had subdued their senses approached the pious Bharata. Bharata means the master of dramatic art. During an intermission of studies, he then just finished the muttering of mantras and was surrounded by his sons. The high souled sages who controlled their senses respectfully said to him. So, here is a description that some of the sages, led by sage Atreya, they come to Bharata Muni and they ask respectfully, O Brahmin, how did originate the Natya Veda? Similar to the Vedas, which you have properly composed. So they are asking Bharata Veda, and for whom is it meant? How many limbs does it possess? What is its extent? And how is it to be applied? So they are asking some of the question regarding the origin of Natya Veda, and about the type, about the parts of it, about the expansion of it, and about the places where is it to be applied. Please speak to us in detail about it all. They ask Bharata Muni the details of all these questions. Bharata answers. Hearing these words of the sages, Bharata spoke thus in reply about the Natya Veda. Get yourselves cleansed, be attentive, and hear about the origin of Natya Veda devised by Brahma. O Brahmins, in the days of yore, means long before a time when the golden age, means Kriti Yuga, passed with the reign of Swayambhuva Manu, and the silver age, means Treta Yuga, commenced, means started with the career of Viveswata Manu, and people became addicted to sensual pleasure. Here in these lines, or in this stanza, Bharata is answering to all the Brahmins. He is speaking about the golden ages, and he is speaking about the beginning of silver age, that is Treta Yuga. He is telling that at that time people were addicted to sensual pleasures, were under the sway of desire and greed, became affected with jealousy and anger, and found their happiness mixed with sorrow. And Jambudvipa, protected by the Lokapalas, means guardians of the worlds, was full of gods, Danavas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Rakshasas, and great Urjas, means Nagas, the gods with the great Indra as their head. Means he is speaking about at the time what was the situation, what was the social situation, who were the characters presented there, and he is telling the Brahmins the situation when all of these gods, Danva, Gandharvas, and Indra, the head of all the gods, They all approached to Brahma and spoke to him. We want an object diversion which must be audible as well as visible. Means they are demanding about an object that is audible and as well as visible also. As the existing of Vedas are not to be listened to by those born as Shudras, Indra is telling to Brahma that all of your Vedas are not to be meant to heard by Shudras. So be pleased to create another Veda. So he is requesting Brahma to create another Veda which will belong equally to all the color groups, means equally to all the Varnas. Let it be so, said he in reply. So Brahma is replying in affirmative, and then, having dismissed the king of gods, he resorted to yoga and recalled to mind the four Vedas. And in after affirming all these gods, Brahma is recalling in his mind the four Vedas. He then thought, I shall make a fifth Veda on the Natya with the semi historical tales. So Brahma is replying to them that I will make a fifth Veda about Natya, about drama, which will tell about the semi historical tales, means itihasa, which will conduce to duty, means which will help out about dharma, wealth means artha, as well as fame, will contain good counsel, means good advice, good suggestions, and collection of traditional maxims, collection of traditional suktis, will give guidance to people of the future as well in all their actions, will be enriched by the teaching of all authoritative works, means shastras, and will give a review of all arts and crafts. So, in these lines, line number 14 and 15, Brahma is telling us some of the characteristics of Natya. With this resolve, the Holy One, means the Brahma, from his memory of all the Vedas, shaped this Natya Veda, compiled from the four of them. So, Natya Veda has some of the attributes of the four Vedas, that is Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Athar Veda. The recitative he took from Rig Veda, means he took the Pathya from Rig Veda, the song from the Sam Veda, the histrionic representation means Abhinay, that from the Yajur Veda, and sentiments means Rasas from the Athar Veda. And thus was created the Natya Veda, connected with the Vedas principle and subsidiary, means Vedopaveda, by the holy Brahma, who is omniscient, means who is universal. Lord Brahma is universal, and he took some of the attributes from all the four Vedas and he created the fifth, that is Natya Veda. After the creation of the Natya Veda, Brahma said to Indra, Indra means literally the Lord of gods. He told that semi historical tales have been composed by me. You are to get them dramatized and acted. He ordered Indra to act upon or to get them dramatized, all the semi historical tales. Pass on this Natya Veda to those of the gods who are skillful, learned, bold in speech, and inured to hard work. Inured means that are tolerable to hard work, that are patient to hard work. At these words of Brahma, Indra bowed to him with folded palms. When Brahma required some of the things about Natya Veda to be performed, Indra bowed to him with folded palms and said in reply, O the best and holy one, gods are neither able to receive it and to maintain it, nor are they fit to understand it and to make use of it. They are unfit to do anything with the drama. So in these lines, line number 21 and 22, Indra is showing the incapability of gods to dramatize or to acted upon Natya Veda. The sages who know the mystery of the Vedas and have fulfilled their vows are capable of maintaining this Natya Veda and putting it into practice. In this line, Indra is suggesting the name of sages about the Natya Veda to be performed. Brahma's command and Bharata's instruction to his sons. On these words of Shakra, Shakra means Indra, the lord of all gods, Brahma said to me here refer to Bharata. Brahma said to me means Brahma asked Bharata, O the sinless one, you with your 100 sons will have to put it, means the Natya Veda, to use. Thus ordered, I learnt the Natya Veda from Brahma and made my able sons study it, as also its proper application. So here Bharata Muni is telling the situation in which he got the command from Brahma to dramatize Natya Veda or to tell his able sons about the proper application and study of Natya Veda. Names of Bharata's 100 sons. Here in line number 26 to 33, names of Bharata's sons are Shandilya, Vatshya, Kohala, Dattila, Jatila, Ambashthaka, Tandu, Agnishikha, Sandhava, Puloma, Sadvali, Vipula, Kapinjala, Badari, Yama, Dhumrayana, Jambudhvaja, Kakangajagha, Swarnaka, Tapasa, Kedari, Shalikarna, Dirghagatra, Salika, Kotsa, Tandiyani, Pingala, Shitraka, Bandhula, Bhalaka, Mastika, Sandavayana, Taitila, Bhargava, Suki, Bahula, Abuda, Buddhasena, Pandukarna, Kerala, Rajuka, Mandaka, Sambara, Vanjula, Magadha, Sarala, Karta, Agra, Tusara, Prasada, Gautama, Bedrayana, Visala, Sabala, Sunabha, Mesha, Kaliya, Brahmara, Pithamukha, Muni, Nakkuta, Asamkuta, Satpada, Uttama, Paduka, Upanat, Shruti, Kesavara, Agnikunda, Ajayakunda, Tandya, Kartaraksha, Hiranyaksha, Kushala, Duhasaha, Laza, Bhayanaka, Vibhatsa, Vikansana, Pundraksha, Pundrasanasa, Asita, Sita, Vidyujhava, Mahadhiva, Salankayana, Swayamyana, Mathara, Lohitanga, Samartaka, Pansaksika, Trishikha, Shikha, Sankhu Varnamukha, Sanda, Sankukarna, Sankarnemi, Gabheshti, Amsumali, Satha, Vidyuta, Satajanga, Rudra, and Veera. So all these were the names of Bharata Muni's sons. Line number 39 and in 40. Thus, at the command of Brahma and for the benefit of the people, I assigned to my sons different roles suitable to them. Performance begins with the three styles. O Brahmins, I then prepared to give a performance. As I told you earlier that I in this text refer to Bharata Muni. So Bharata Muni is telling to Brahmins that after the command of Brahma, I prepared to give a performance in which was adopted the dramatic style, that is Vritti, such as the verbal Bharati, the grand Satvati, and the energetic Arabhati. So he is telling us about the styles of performance. I then went to Brahma and after bowing informed him of my work. Now Brahma means literally the Guru of gods told me to include the graceful means Kaisiki style also in my performance, and he asked me to name materials conducive to its introduction, means the materials beneficial to its introduction. Thus addressed by the master, I replied, "Give me instruments," means materials necessary for putting the graceful style into practice. At the time of Nilakantha's danza, means Shiva's danza, I have seen his graceful style appropriate to the erotic sentiment, and this requires beautiful dresses and is endowed with gentle angaharas and has sentiments means rasas, states means bhava, and action as its soul. So in this stanza, Bharta Muni is asking Brahma about the materials that will embellish the natya performance, and these are the things like rasa, bhava, and the dresses. Creation of apsaras for the graceful style. This style cannot be practiced, means the graceful style without is void of women. This style cannot be practiced properly by men except with the help of women. So Bharta Muni is asking the help of women from Brahma. Then the powerful Lord Brahma created from his mind names means apsaras who were skillful in embellishing the drama, in decorating the drama, and gave them over to me for helping me in the performance. Now, in line number 47 to 50, we will read about the names of apsaras that are Manjukesi, Sukesi, Mishrakesi, Sulokana, Sodamini, Devadatta, Devasena, Manorama, Sudati, Sundari, Vidagada, Sumala, Santati, Sunanda, Sumukhi, Magadhi, Arjuni, Sarala, Kerala, Dhriti, Nanda, Supuskala, and Kalabha. Swati and Narada engaged to help Bharata. And by him means by Brahma, Swati together with his disciple was employed to play on musical instruments that are drums like, and celestial magician means Gandharvas such as Narada and others were engaged in singing songs. So by when Bharta Muni asks about some things required for graceful style, Brahma provided him Swati and Narada and some of the Apsaras. Bharta meets Brahma again. Thus, after comprehending the dramatic art, that is Natya, which arose out of the Vedas and their different parts, I, along with my sons as well as Swati and Narada, approached Brahma, that is the Lord of the world, with folded palms and said that the dramatic art has been mastered and prayed for his command. So in this stanza, Bharta meets again to Brahma, Lord Brahma, and he is telling Brahma, he is informing Brahma about the completion of his work, about the mastering and praying to Brahma about the performance of his work. So in our next video, we will learn the place or the occasion when Bharta Muni originally performed his Natya Veda, his performance of Natya Veda. So that's all for today, students. Listen to this video again and have gist about the video. Thank you all.